listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hi, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. We were just talking about amnesia and how it is not insomnia.
No, it's not.
No.
But they sound enough.
They do,
like,
yeah.
They both sound like some sort of like a European dish.
They do, actually.
Yeah, like you have
From Tunisia.
insomnia after. You have Tunisian food.
Mm-hmm.
You have amnesia in Tunisia. You have amnesia in Tunisia. That sounds like a terrible movie.
Amnesia in Tunisia?
No one's going to remember it.
A belly dancer comes and brings it out to you.
yeah.
From Tunisia.
And I think, yeah. You have insomnia, right?
I do have terrible insomnia.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Hi, I'm your host. I'm stand-up esthetician, licensed comedian Nikki Davis, Jr. And with me is, as always,
certified couch sitter
Sandro Yocolano.
Oh yeah, that's my name.
Yeah. Yay! And you can hear my guest. Yeah, you say welcome to my own show.
Welcome to your show.
Thank you. That's so nice of you to welcome me here.
Well,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm waiting to feel at home.
I do feel at home. Oh, it's mainly because we brought all of our own stuff from home.
The cats hate us right now because they got nothing to lay on.
I was working on a client today, and every time I put my hand on her face, there was like 14 more cat hairs.
Oh.
And I think it's because my pants were covered in cat hair because she has cats too, thank God. So she's not allergic. But I've had clients who have said that, and you've had little reactions because an allergy to cats is bad. And when I had two cats, it's like, all it takes is a little hair to get on your face. But I was just like, every time I would take a towel off, long black hair. So I know it was our cats, Sandra's cats.
I always wake up with, especially like if I had just trimmed or shaved, when it's like a little more Velcro-y, I'll wake up with just like cat hairs hanging like.
Oh no, and like a roll of them.
Yeah, I'll be in like I'll be in meetings, just meet the guy at Starbucks.
And then I just reach in and grab the thing off your chin.
We're in the middle of a therapy session.
Okay, I didn't want to say that, so yeah.
Ripping up, yeah.
I mean, it's fine for me, but yeah.
No, I don't care. I have a lot of issues.
But I never wanted to grab it off your face because I don't want anybody to be like, oh, look how controlling she is.
Yeah, well, no, that's hilarious. Yeah, right in that moment, she's like, "No, we're fine." She's not. She gives me my space, like a mom.
And I do it right.
You should get like a handkerchief. Next time, do that. Get a handkerchief and just go
lick it.
But not even lick it. Just dab your tongue and then go like this on my face, and then I'll go, "Yeah, but I don't think I have mom issues." And then I'll say that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll plan it out.
Okay. Yeah, we'll plan.
We're paying for it. We might as well let this. We should entertain this guy.
Yeah, if he's not laughing, we're not doing something right.
Yeah.
He probably goes home and laughs.
Yeah. He probably laughs. Well, he laughs sometimes when we,
Not with us.
Terrible situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine.
It's a good thing it's not me.
That's
what he says.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. Welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I'm your host, Nikki Davis, Jr.
Oh, welcome back.
We wanted to make mention our orb is, it ran out.
Yeah, I try to make sure to charge it all the time so it stays up, it stays lit, and then it was kind of fading, and then...
No charge.
We're out. No debt on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's fine. I don't think anyone would have noticed. I think no one's going to even notice even if we did say it.
I don't think anybody notices the fact that I don't have the picture of the facial muscles behind it. I'm going to bring that back, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I did.
Let's talk about everything you're doing wrong.
Okay.
And then I'll talk about everything I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
And then eventually everybody will feel better. This is like the reality show podcast where everybody's like, God, I'm so glad I'm not them.
Yeah. We want to make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. And that's what you want to do is sex, drugs, and skincare.
You want to feel good about yourself with all those things.
By comparison.
Yeah.
I'm going to come. So next week I'll come in with like severely like sun damaged skin and we'll like do a bunch of stuff and people are like, God, I'm so glad I'm not him.
How is your skin not more damaged? We were in the sun this entire weekend. You wore sunblock for 15 minutes because I put it on his face, and he comes out and he lifts his hair up and there's like a white spot like he was wearing a bikini, and like he's got like the farmer tan on his forehead, and but that's how tan you get so fast, and then you don't have any you don't even get burned.
Well, yeah, because it's just an accumulate. Just being outside for so long, so often. One time I had a V-neck I was wearing, and I took my shirt off, and I had like a tan sun. It looked like like you see like those presidential busts whatever. That's what I looked like I had like my own presidential butt because it came down like this, like a V-neck.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was such a weird look.
A hairy bust.
Yeah, hairy bust. Yeah.
It's my favorite porn star.
You know Hairy Bust?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, the cops don't like Hairy Bust.
Yeah. They're always trying to catch him.
Harold Bust. My name is Harold. It's Harold Bustolomew.
Yeah, Bustifer. Yeah.
Bustifer, yeah.
Oh my God. Today, by the way, we're talking about, in case you, I'm trying to get into like before, I like to talk about it just so people don't go, what the fuck is the top? Although it does say on the description what the topic is about, but we're going to talk about foods that we think are good for your skin.
Okay.
And our guest, that's going to be coming in knows a lot about foods.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring the food that you were talking about?
I did not, but I can describe it.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it.
And there's plenty to talk about.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool,
Well, there's always plenty to talk about with this
Yes.
guest, so I never have to worry about that. I should have rented the studio for 3 hours today, but
Riveting. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
No,
I would listen
yeah.
to the difference between this podcast and Joe Rogan is I would listen to this one. And I don't have anything against Joe Rogan at all. I think he's
He's amazing.
I think he's in Texas, and I think that's cool. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know him.
No.
But I'm excited because our guest is pretty fun to talk to. So
I basically just invite her so she can just do the podcast for me. She's that good. Like, honestly, if I'm tired, I'm like, oh, maybe we should just get Tanya because whoever the guest is.
Yeah, but then when she revives you, so that you're no longer tired.
She does, because then you feel more energy, which is another reason why I love her. So, shall we bring her out?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
No, all right. This next guest, you've seen her. I mean, you've seen her all over the place, but like
You've just seen her.
You've just seen her.
Mhm.
You'll never not see
To
her.
know her is to see her.
That's right. And she's been on, how many episodes you've been on? 3 already?
Think so. This might be 4.
You're an official member of the Sex, Drugs, and Skincare crew, and I like that.
Dude, I'm about to put this on my resume, okay?
Oh my
I think I might go apply for a temp job tomorrow. This straight keeps going.
You need a
I'ma
resume
put
for a
this
temp
on
job?
there.
That's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
do.
It's like the one time on a resume you don't lie.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I was there on there
Not
4
really.
times, literally. Like, oh my God.
4 times.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll still hire you.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start clapping, coming to the couch right now. Tania Estrada.
Sorry.
Did you?
Sorry.
Great start.
Fucking amateur. So much for 4 times the charm.
That was awesome.
Nice intro.
Oh
Nice
my
intro.
God. Tanya was just helping producer Mark from dying. He was choking on, what were you even choking on?
Air.
He's still choking in there. He was choking. But the I don't know what episode it was, but you brought us those cookies, and I was like, "Oh, those are delicious," and they were kind of really light and airy. And I literally inhaled. Oh, that's perfect, Mark. Thank you so much for setting it up that way.
I know what episode.
You do?
The first one.
It was the very first one.
The very
Oh my
first.
God.
It was your very first
Yeah,
episode.
that's right.
Yeah, and I thought I was gonna die,
Yeah.
and
And you made it.
I made it through.
You're here.
Yeah.
Dude, you beat COVID? You beat my cookie?
I beat your cookie. That sounds like another porn.
He beat my cookie.
Yeah. What was the guy's name? Harry what?
Harry Bust.
Harry Bust beats the cookie. Yeah.
Harry Bust beat my cookie.
That's going in the teaser.
Yeah. Harry Bust beat my cookie.
I'm in love with your hat, High and Hungry.
Thank you. Shout out to E-Zone. E-Zone had the most amazing, you guys. If you don't follow E-Zone, follow Flavored by E-Zone or Flavors by E-Zone. I'll send you the thing so you can put it.
E-Zone.
Dude, he is Be Real from Cypress Hills co-host on his podcast. And he's been with him for years, but he's also like a genius because he's been to like the university and like has gotten his degree. So he's really good in business.
Uh-huh.
And he's turned his whole brand High and Hungry into a whole thing where he's even turned it into a festival. So I went to this festival.
I was told
and-
to put the mic closer to your face.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
High and hungry, everybody.
So back to the festival.
Yeah.
So,
It's always a festival.
Another
when you're
movie
here.
another porn
right,
movie. Back
another
to the
movie.
festival. Yeah.
Harry Bust beat my cookie.
Back to the festival.
That's a festival I want to be
That's
at.
a festival. So I got a bunch of things. I bought the beanie and then I bought some candles. Like he has a whole brand, but then he had a VIP bag, and the VIP bag came with Cypress Hill related items, including a Be Real signed Funko,
Oh my God.
a Pro pen, his like special pen, had all this. Just if you go to E-Zone's thing, he always swags you out, and
Oh, that's cool.
That's
look,
awesome.
and I love this beanie.
It's so cute. It's super
like
cute.
it goes with everything.
I think I'm gonna have to buy one from him.
Definitely,
It looks nice. It looks like good quality too.
It is, and you can wear it with anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
Absolutely anything.
and if it doesn't match, you still wear it.
That's what makes it.
like,
It's one of those kind of things
It
where
makes
like
it match.
the less it matches, the more it matches.
Yes. Now he can use this as a commercial.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So we're going to talk about food and stuff today, and how it affects your skin. Yeah,
and the miracles of skin.
Well, and I also one of the reasons why I brought it up is because you have a cooking show.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that? And I know she didn't ask me to ask her. I love it so much, and yeah, I really do. You're so fucking adorable, and you're so funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So my cooking show, the name is Tanya's Treats. It's basically me and my boobs cooking food. They said do an elevator pitch, and that's pretty much it right there.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of time in during the pandemic. I went to school even.
You did?
On how to produce your own TV show.
Cool.
And my teacher was the lady who was the PA for The Office for the series.
Wow.
So she fast tracked us to learn everything we needed to know to do our own show. So she said, I want you guys for your final project, show me what your dream show would look like. So I created the pitch package, created everything, the aesthetic, the planning out, and it just ended up being, after I was done with school, like a blueprint of like, well, this is what I want to do.
That's amazing.
I love to cook.
Yeah.
And I love everything Barbie, Pee Wee Herman, everything.
It looks very much like that too, the way you have it. I don't know how you make it, the colors and like
the colors.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah. So the colors too, I love colors, and I study colors and how they all mix together. And so like there's a whole formula to designing something, and it's like a formula of like 70 20 10.
What's that?
It's like the percentage of how you're supposed to have certain colors that come in. So like you can't have too much of one color, but you have to have like a main color, and then you have a sub-focus color, and then you have a light focus color, and then those colors all accent together.
How are my colors? This is all stuff from my house. Too much purple?
I want to say you could do something about the ratio here, but I mean, I would call this more eclectic.
Yeah.
I think that's the word that we're looking for.
Yeah,
It's not really a color scheme, but it works though, because you have the cheetah, you have the colors, and you have the strong colors. So you're just doing it.
And there's a light pink behind you, and then I've got the two blankies here. Yeah.
Is it designed to like draw your eye, but then not keep all your focus there? So it just draws you in, or is it like just soothing, and then they pay attention to the like you're cooking
when they're watching it?
Yeah.
It's supposed to draw you in, but
not distract you.
But not distract you. But I think overall, everything in there is just distracting, just because of how much detail I put into it.
It's like the Vegas carpet. Like if you look at the carpets in Las Vegas, you'd rather look at the slot machines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you're like, oh, this is
Yeah,
too much.
yeah,
It's too busy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And it goes for miles and miles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark wrote up in the screen, he wrote, wishmash. Did you mean mishmash? Or no? Wishmash.
Mishmash?
Wishmash.
Oh,
that's
the
what you got.
mishmash.
Yeah,
Mishmash.
wishmash. He said wishmash. though.
Wishmash?
Oh, okay.
wishmash.
That's why I asked you. I was like, because
He was coughing. He meant mishmash.
AI is
coughing with
going to
your
kill
fingers?
us.
He was
He went upside down.
Mishmash.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you. But that cooking show is like, I've dedicated myself to 5 seasons, which is going to be 12 episodes.
Each season is 12?
12 episodes. And so it'll be 60 episodes. I should be finished around May.
Wow.
And it's every Friday, 8 p.m., on YouTube, on my YouTube, Tanya's Treats. Check it out.
I love
Tanya's Treats
that.
cooking
That's
show.
awesome.
Yeah,
So
you definitely should check it out if you haven't.
I have this whole thing that just started, which is, you'll understand. So I've had my YouTube channel that I've had for years, and I've got my 1,000 subscribers, so I can monetize and make money off of my channel. Well, my cooking show mentor, shout out to Lindsay, he told me that I need to start a different cooking channel or a different channel altogether that is just cooking show stuff.
Right.
So then that way, when people jump into my channel, they'll see this, and they'll know I want to subscribe to that because she's going to keep putting out this type of content.
Yeah.
As opposed to they go to my other channels like, what the fuck was she doing here? And I was like,
That's like
well, they should
everybody's
be
first
interested in what I was doing here. But they're like, he's like, but you're not cooking.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know? And I was like, yeah, okay. So he says they're more likely not to subscribe to your channel.
So now you have to start over though.
So I started over
What
and
happened?
like,
What is Mark? Mark's making a face.
what?
He's
What's
saying
wrong?
no. He
What?
doesn't agree. Producer Mark doesn't agree with that.
So I've had to start over and like, like each episode is like 27 views, as opposed to my other channel,
Yeah.
like all, after a while I'll have like 11,000 views or something, it'll go.
Yeah.
But this one is like,
It just takes a while though.
I mean, like I see now why people kill themselves when they have social media and they keep looking back and they got one like, and then you find out they died, right?
Oh
and
my
you go look at
God.
their Instagram and you see it says follow back and you're like, fuck.
My YouTube is like an old storeroom where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this, and then I'm like, what is? Everything's all dusty,
yeah.
and somebody once comes by and then just goes, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, all right. And then I'm like, oh, that's how I know I
They
have
took the
it.
time to tell you they didn't like it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't like it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I had this stuff in here.
That's so
It's
funny.
like paying
Your
for
stuff is
storage.
old.
It's very old.
They're just paying for
Yeah.
storage so that you're not paying.
Yeah, I don't ever put anything on there. I like to use YouTube as, how to fix stuff for cheap on my stuff.
Oh,
You know
like
how to
stuff
do
that
it
you're,
just to
like,
look.
looking
But as
up,
far as
yeah.
like posting stuff up there, but yeah, if you get consistency on YouTube, hats off to you because
Yeah.
that's just
It's
that's
hard.
Tough.
It's
tough.
gonna be
Hell
a
yeah.
tough uphill battle, I'm gonna be
But then once somebody, like we were talking about that earlier before you came, it just takes one person to just give you a shout out and that's it. You're off and running.
it'll go. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna be on suicide watch till May. Be like, I can't take it anymore. People don't care about French toast.
That's not true.
I hope that
Right?
I don't want to live in a world like
That's
that.
not
diet
true.
though. I made a diet.
You made a what? Diet?
Yeah, my episode. I was okay. So remember, I told you I may not come.
Yes.
Girl, I was down to the wire. I almost did. I literally was like, I don't know if I can do it because I have to transfer all these files over to Australia. Shout out to my editors, Scotty. I don't think that's the
a good
accent,
Australian
but you
accent.
get it, right? He's an Australian.
That was pitch perfect.
Thank you. But yeah, I have to send all these different camera angles over to him so he can edit everything, and it takes like a whole day.
Oh my God, editing takes
If you-
forever.
It takes for, but sending the files.
Oh, for you, just getting the
Oh,
files
for-
to
oh,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Each
No.
file because it's like so many camera angles, and then I have to stop each one because I can't send the whole. I can't do 20 minutes straight of recording, or it'll take forever. To
Is
send
there
the
someone
file.
who could do live editing for you? That's what Mark was telling. He was like making like a
Oh, is he?
yeah.
Is that a thing?
That's
that
what he does
happen?
with us. Yeah.
He's-
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He's in there, right? So producer Mark is in there. He's on you, and then he'll move over to who he's talking, and then he comes to me back, so that I don't have to do
If
that.
anybody's just listening to the podcast and not watching, this place has multiple rooms, and the producer's in the other one. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah. You should
That's
talk.
very
Yeah. You
interesting.
guys should chat.
So I'm doing it the archaic way.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
What I'm doing, I'm using Earthlink. What is it? Intranet to get it up.
Earthlink is still around.
That's a joke.
I
I'm
almost believed
kidding.
you,
That's
yeah.
how long it's taking. I'm actually using AOL.
Okay.
Oh, advanced.
Advanced. Yeah. Moving on up.
Yeah.
So, but yes. And another thing I wanted to talk about that I'm doing to let people know in case they see this. I started my nonprofit, which I'm so excited about. It wasn't even going to be a nonprofit. I had no idea. But then everybody's like, it has to be a nonprofit. I started a thing called Yachts for Veterans, where we get a yacht and we take veterans out to sea for a Sunday fun day. We take them from Marina Del Rey to Malibu, and then on the way back we do a comedy show. And
That
they
sounds so fun.
Oh
That's
my
cool.
God, they love it. And it's amazing because we bring all these vets together that have been isolated and no one really watches them when they get back home. So I realized that there's a need because I didn't know that they go drink, they get drunk, but
Oh my
they'll
God, yeah.
kill
They're
themselves.
traumatized.
Super traumatized.
Yeah.
But the success rate has been so good for the past 2 years on how well they do, because we get them on the boat, we get them talking to other vets, and they automatically click and they turn back on. But then having the comics around, you know how we are, we're just joking.
Yeah,
You see, and you know, right? You see, she's been cracking up this whole time, right?
Tanya
That's
brought
what
her
we
own
do.
guest, by the way.
Yeah. I roll like P. Diddy. I come with a posse.
So if you're talking to somebody who's not me or Sandra, that's
Yes.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Angelica.
Angelica Robinson. So check her out on
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Yes, amazing, badass producer. You're gonna want
cool.
her as a guest because she's
Okay, for
amazing.
sure.
Oh, dude, she's a badass.
I can tell because she loves you so much.
Oh, I love her too. Oh. So the yachts for veterans. What we've seen too, because we're socializing with them during the cruise, and then by the time we go back, where they're so warmed up, we go into our sets and they're just cracking up laughing. And by the time we get back, there's something that happens that they feel not only hope, but now they start reaching out to the other vets during the week.
Aw.
And they hang out together. So they've been making friends. And so in talking to my vice president, Chris Cleland, who ran the Veterans Affairs and dealt with veterans, that's how I got with this group. We're like, dude, we're going to adult field trip these guys. So we've now done it where we're taking them out 2 times a month. So we'll take them on a yacht once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that we do will be optional. So for October, we took them to Lucha Vavoom. So thank you, Liz.
Fun. That's
The
so fun.
the-
Oh my God, they must have loved that.
Yeah, the president of Lucha Vavoom. Thank you, Liz. She gave us tickets for the vets to come. And so they came and they loved it.
So people could offer you like stuff that, if anybody wants to give something to you that you could then turn around and pass on to the yachts for
vets?
yeah.
And to bring them, or if like there's an event that they have that they want to give us tickets to bring them,
Mhm.
we basically let them know, we get them together, and and then we show up to the event. But oh my God, they're so happy, and I really like it because there's nothing like a field tripping grown men that are responsible, that know how to hold their liquor and don't throw up all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's something about that. Like this was a good time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Not like my homegirls from La Puente that start day drinking on Monday for Wednesday night show. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, so what I'm looking for is if there's any veterans, more for this is looking for veterans that want to come and hang out with us.
That's
and
such a
that are
great idea.
isolated. So
I love that.
yeah. And if like you listen, if this is you and you've been in the house and you have like a beard and you're all ugly and you haven't showered, we'll take care of that too. Come on through. We'll groom you up.
Really?
Yeah, we'll groom you up.
I love that.
So, dude, some guys, they don't take care of themselves.
Well, they're
and then
depressed, probably.
They're depressed, but you clean them up. Oh my God, they look like, remember how you did?
I was going to
homeboy
say with
the
Brian.
beard?
Yeah.
We could bring him here. We'll do your beard up.
Yeah,
This girl right
hell
here.
yeah. Come on in.
Yeah.
We'll do
Wouldn't
another
that be
beard
cool?
show. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll
that
for
was
sure
great.
do. You let me know if you find somebody that wants to do a facial or some sort of like a hair or like not hair, but like a facial hair
Thing
makeover,
to
something like
get-
that. Yeah. And we'll
Okay.
totally do it. And I'd be happy to do that.
All right,
I like
cool.
the fact that it's also like you're doing this really nice thing for people, but then you're also kind of like, yeah, but I also want an audience to do stand up in front of, you
Yeah.
know? So it's like you're just holding this audience hostage.
In a
And
boat.
you get to do it right in front of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
They have no choice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want less trauma, they better laugh.
Yeah. And if
And-
they want out, there's the sea.
Yeah.
There's the water.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
good times.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we are here to talk about...
Talking about food, right? And things that are good for your skin. And there are so many different things that you could talk about. And so I just looked up a few things. And but I know that you were, Tanya was going to bring something. I wonder if we should just talk about that first, because this relates to pigmentation. And we've had shows about hyperpigmentation and melasma. Tell us the story that you told me about the melon.
the current... Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right. So back when in 7th grade... No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Back in 2020, I went out and I did this movie called Cannibal Comedian. It's running the circuit. And we had to go out to the middle of the desert at like 5 a.m. But by the time I got there, it was already 90 degrees. I had just done my makeup to be camera ready, but I had no idea what the day had in store.
Yeah.
Basically, I was running from the killer naked, but my choice. Okay, my choice, actress choice. Okay, and then
she's making a choice.
Actress choice. And then, and then I didn't wear any sunscreen. I just had makeup on. So as the hours went on, and mind you, okay, like when you're going to the 15 freeway, and then like you go to that road that's like XXYYZZZ.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
The
get off the
zipper
road.
road, yeah.
You get off right there,
yeah.
and then you hang a right. Then a left, and then a right, and then you go for about an hour and a half.
Is that like high desert?
Dude, like it's like you're like between there and hell. Like it's like you'll find Palmdale.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like
yeah,
Lancaster,
yeah.
Palmdale. Yeah,
Anything
right,
with Dale in the name usually.
Yeah. But it's called Amboy.
Oh,
That's the name of the
Those
city.
where
Is
the
Amboy?
crater's at.
Yes, it's right
Yep.
past the crater.
Oh, wow.
It's right past the. So I had to go die over by the crater, kind of. It was kind of over in that area,
Yeah.
but we were over in the little town. So the whole time I'm running through the desert, no sunscreen, 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, and the temperature is now, remember, it was 90, so now it's 100, it's 105, 110. By the time it was 11 o'clock and they were gonna kill me, it was 100. Actor's choice.
Yeah.
117 degrees, and they wanted me to die titties down, right? Areolas down.
No,
And I was like, no, I was like, this dude, I'll lose this skin. Like this is, I was like, you're gonna have to figure out how to kill me another way. So we figured it out, like titties up, figured it out. So I drove home and I didn't realize what had happened, but I was so tired. And I had to drive with the air conditioning off because I was afraid that the car would like bust in the middle of the road. I get home. I don't know, maybe it was about a week later, and my skin right here just went black. Like all this whole thing, it looked like I was playing football and I was putting like black stuff under my eyes.
Like for real black.
Remember how dark? It was dark brown.
Did it peel off?
It didn't peel off. It didn't go red. It just came from underneath up.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
It just came from it. There was no burning. My skin didn't burn. I didn't suffer any sunburn damage, no peeling. It just came from the bottom up.
Yeah.
And then I noticed as I'm trying to put on makeup, I'm like, I thought I had dirt. I'm like, what is going on? And it was just, dude, dark spots. And if you ever seen someone trying to put makeup over dark spots, it's not cute.
It's not easy.
Dude, I was just, for years, I've been just in tears and hiding. And you know how sensitive I am about my hyperpigmentation.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was from that. I mean, I know from the last time I spoke to you before, that I didn't realize that was where it came from.
The sun damage was so severe from being out in the sun for that long, especially in the high desert with the elevation being so strong. It was like I just was frying my face. So I didn't know how to really do anything other than try to cover it for all these years. And then, coming from a line of a family that is very into nutrition and nutritionists, I knew that there had to be something for me to figure out how to try to save my face. So I started studying, things of foods that had vitamin A, vitamin C. Also, there's vegetables that have that really help with the cellular turnover,
like which
of your skin.
Do you remember?
Would you believe this? Dude, the greens on beets, the leaves and the little red stems?
Yeah.
If you cut that part off and you wash those and you put those and you blend those and you drink those, you wake up and your skin looks like you put Retin-A.
Really?
Your pores close up. Your skin it pops. It's
gonna get some.
It's a lot brighter. But then I started mixing the beet greens with other stuff. So I started mixing it with
ice cream.
turmeric. No,
okay, damn it, sorry.
I needed to.
I want ice cream to help something.
No, constipation. But that's a whole nother Oprah.
Oprah. Yeah.
So I started experimenting with turmeric. I found real turmeric.
That's supposed to be great for pigmentation and dark circles too.
And at Vallarta Market has real good fresh produce, and they carry fresh turmeric because a lot of stores don't carry turmeric. They carry it in a powder form.
Right.
But Vallarta Market, if you go there, they have a whole bin of turmeric.
What is turmeric before it's powdered?
It's like it looks like ginseng,
Uh-huh.
but
Like a
it's
root?
smaller and
Ah.
it's more kind of darker.
Okay.
And if you cut it open, it stains your skin. See
Okay,
that
yeah.
turmeric
Oh,
root?
it's like
Yeah.
a
It
root.
looks
Yeah.
like that. It looks
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
what it looks
If you're
like.
just listening to podcasts and not watching, where turmeric looks like a bumpy carrot penis.
Yeah.
So just
Or a
Google
giant
it,
maggot,
or just
yeah.
Google bumpy carrot penis. I'm sure you'll find something on the internet.
Bumpy penis maggot centipede. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like,
Yeah. That's
right?
perfect. Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
good description.
I don't think you need to do that, Mark. But I mean, we'll see. Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the inside.
That was so funny that like even a flash of a carrot that looked like genitalia still stains your brain. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Never gonna get that out of my head
never.
now.
That's hilarious.
So then as I started mixing more stuff, then I started throwing the beet in there.
Mm-hmm.
I started throwing the turmeric. Also too, hyperpigmentation and melasma actually starts from the liver,
That's
which I
right.
found out.
That's right.
And so I realized, well, what was I really doing a lot?
Drinking.
A motherfucking lot.
Oh,
A
really?
lot
I
of
didn't even know you
drinking.
drank.
Shout out to my ex.
Who caused you
Yeah.
drinking? Who's the one who caused you to drink?
Yeah. I remember his wife called me a few months ago. It was so funny. We'll just stop here for a second.
Okay, yeah.
So his wife called me, right? And she wanted me to help her in her divorce proceedings against him, against my ex,
Oh,
the love
whoa.
of my life, because she wanted me to say that he was in, domestic violence and this and that. And I listened to her for like an hour, just telling me how awful their relationship was and what a drunk he was, and how loud, and he would get at all these things, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Will you help me?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, girl." I was like, "I wish I could help you, but I used to kick his ass, and I'm not telling on myself." So
Yeah,
hope you're doing great. Anyways, back to the story.
Yeah.
So I started. Then I started mixing beets. I started throwing beets. So then when I realized that it was the liver, I found out, well, what can fix the liver?
Yeah.
Well, if you crush garlic cloves, and you leave them for 10 minutes, it creates this thing called allium, and allium actually helps clean out your liver.
And you have to let it sit though.
You have to let it sit. So you have to you have to crush garlic cloves. And what I found out is I put them in a Ziploc bag. So I crush them in a Ziploc bag and I leave them in there.
Yeah.
So then it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
And then when it's time for then I drop it in there real quick right before I'm going to, close it up and blend it. And then I throw the bag away.
Okay.
So with that, then I went to to Little Tokyo. And I found this yellow melon called a Korean melon. And I was like, Korean melon, that's interesting. I was like, I wonder what that tastes like. It tastes like a combination between a pear and a cucumber.
Yum.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Sounds
And
refreshing.
very refreshing.
Oh, Mark brought up
There
a picture.
it is.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful there it is.
Yeah, they look like pumpkins almost.
Yeah, the Korean
Is
melon.
it's a melon.
It looks
yeah.
refreshing.
Yeah, it's very very
family.
refreshing.
It looks delicious.
It's so good and just cold, right? Just cold. It's delicious.
Mm.
So I learned how to clean it, and then I started. And you could even put it in with the skin. You eat the skin and everything.
Yeah.
You don't eat the seeds. You take the seeds out, but you wash everything. You throw it in with the skin.
Oh, the mic.
Oh, sorry. Is it there? Okay. All right. So you throw it in with the skin. So now you have beet leaves. What is it? Garlic, right? I also throw in ginger, turmeric, Korean melon.
Yeah.
And then I found this thing called a Korean pear. Pull up Korean pear. Korean pear. Like they've gone up in price. Before you used to get them for really cheap.
Yeah.
Now the boxes I think of a dozen are like $42.
Are those the ones that they come in?
Yeah.
I've not gotten those at Trader Joe's. Those are so good.
But they're so good for you.
Yeah, are they?
Oh yeah, those are also packed. What are those packed with? I think that's also vitamin A.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
So it gives it a little bit of a flavor, like with all the other stuff, that's going on in there with the beets and, with the garlic
It's a little
and all
sweeter, kind of breaks it, kind of cuts it a little bit.
With this, yeah, it does. But with all of it together, it gives it a tang. I'll throw some carrots in there. And the number one thing you wouldn't think that is amazing for melasma hyperpigmentation is because you need oranges, which this is kind of like a yellow.
Okay, yeah.
Orange bell pepper.
Really?
Orange bell pepper, and it makes it like orange bell pepper has a refreshing taste, almost like watermelon.
Oh.
You know how watermelon tastes?
Yeah.
And it gives it that crispness. The orange bell pepper does the same thing.
I guess you're right. Yeah, it doesn't have that same acidic sort of bell peppery, the green or the red bell peppers.
Yeah, it's different.
And this drink doesn't make you like have the worst like burps or indigestion or anything at all?
No, it gives you so much energy.
Ooh.
So much energy. Like this is what I drink in the morning, no coffee. Because I found out, I didn't know that coffee actually after a while it starts shrinking your brain.
Really?
Yeah, I've been studying a lot about the effects of coffee on the brain.
Yeah,
and just the way that coffee affects you overall, like your microbiome. Remember we talked about microbiome a lot, and it really does mess you up. So I've been using this drink as a kind of thing, but I was just drinking it as an energy thing. I was drinking it as an energy replacement. Maybe this will fix my skin.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And it worked.
How long did it take?
Months. And then on top of that, I think the final thing that really is huge antioxidant is that I went to San Francisco and I went to, those trading shops that they have. You know what those are?
No.
So the little bodegas that are usually run by like a Chinese man or a Chinese woman, and they usually sell herbs in there.
Okay.
And they don't know what the fuck is in there that they're selling. They don't, but if you know what it is and you point to it, they'll tell you how much it is and you can take it.
Okay.
So I found real pearl green tea that was shipped from China in glass jars. It looked like I was buying 2 ounces of weed in there. I mean, the way that no, I'm not kidding. I got pulled over at the airport. They were like, can we have a word? I was like, yes. God. But I'll show you. They're like little balls. So you put this tea in and it expands into leaves, right? And you're just like, it's so beautiful. But this green tea is so antioxidant. And I think the combination of all of it, and then of course I had to cut out fatty foods. I had to cut out carbs. You see, I've lost a little bit of weight.
You look great.
And thank you. It's definitely the garlic breaking up all the fatty liver to get everything in there to clean it out. So does that sound like about right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to just stop you right here.
Okay.
And this is what I'm going to say. Everything that I brought up that I was going to even talk about, I don't even care. This is so much more interesting to me because it's something that you actually have used and it touches on antioxidants. It touches on like things that are good for your liver, like all the stuff that like like water content, vitamins. And I mean, there's a lot of things that you can, there's a lot of fruits and vegetables and you can Google them, but this is like something that what you're saying is something that somebody might normally not, they may normally not try on their own, but the results
is very well. We're not gonna take you,
but still, I can see the difference though, for sure, absolutely, yeah.
The other thing which I do want to mention, which is something that I started trying to, in addition to all of this, while I was doing this whole cleanse, is I found out that I had to look for things that had polyphenols. Because polyphenols are anti-aging, they're antioxidant, much like blueberries.
Okay, yeah.
And I started using olive oil because olive oil is packed with polyphenols.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I have the best olive oil shipped directly from Greece, from the fields of Greece. One of my best friends, she's a real Spartan from Sparta.
Wow.
And so she ended up getting some acres over there for a deal, and so they process the oil and they send it over in shipping containers. So I have a huge container of olive oil that I pump my own. I have my own olive oil all the time. When I'm done with my bottle, I just fill it back up. It's a whole pump. So
it's amazing because a lot of olive oil is cut with just whatever.
With all kinds of different oils, all kinds of different other
canola
seed oils.
Yes,
and they'll mix those and they'll sell them.
Yes.
Yeah, because in the U.S. you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to mix other oils. But if in Greece, I'm getting the whole fresh batch.
Yeah.
So what I found out that with the olive oil and polyphenols, what actually activates it to start working is if you put lemon juice in it.
Okay.
There's something about the mixture together.
Okay.
And so I started drinking that at night before I went to sleep. That was my
Olive
little
oil
thing.
and lemon.
Olive oil and lemon was my little thing.
Just
that
like
I
a
would
little
drink at night.
shot?
Just a little shot of olive oil and lemon. And so I went to my Korean doctor and I told him what I was doing. He goes, oh my God. He goes, that's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. And he goes, a lot of people in the US have been told that they need to cut fats out of their diet. He goes, but that's the worst thing that you can do. That's why a lot of people are, they're having bone on bone problems. And he said, he goes, think of it this way. He goes, it's like a car. Like, would you have a car run without motor oil?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. He's like, so what you're doing is perfect. And it's really put me in a lot better health.
Well, fat actually can makes the other vitamins work. Some of them are there. I forget what
Vitamin
it's called.
D is like fat soluble.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
So without the fat, it's not even really going to do you that much good.
Yeah, definitely.
And you need fat for you just need fat for your skin and just in general and for your whole body, like you're saying. It's like
I usually take vitamin E with ice cream because ice cream has all the fat I need, and then I take the vitamins with it.
Yeah,
so I'm doing really good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another huge thing that's definitely helped is stopping drinking.
Yeah.
Stop drinking has like been I think number one too, because I'm trying to detox my liver, working out, and just doing the whole turnover. But I have and how can I tell you about my drinking? I stopped drinking by choice because I just said, you know what, I want to stop. It wasn't by a court order like last time. Okay, I just would put that out there. I just chose. You know what? I've had a good life of partying and enjoying myself, great times with friends, but I feel like just being sober right now, like we have so many creative things that we want to do, and it's just like we have to do them. But I will, if I want to go have a drink, I'll go have a drink.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'll have it too. But I try to cut, and if I do, I try to cut it out by 9 o'clock, 10 the latest.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that you're going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So your body needs your liver to regenerate. And if it's full of alcohol, then the whole time your body's trying to kick the alcohol out. That's why you wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Is because your liver's like, bitch. So what?
Welcome to Anatomy 101.
Yeah, that's what that means. Now you know. So what I'll do is I'll drink a lot of water before I go to bed, and then I'll have a shot of my concoction that I made. My morning concoction, I'll drink that at night. It's 2 as well. Then I'll wait a little while, smoke a bowl, and then I'll have my olive oil, and then I'll go to sleep. So
you don't wake up after you drink. I drink always right before I go to bed, and I'm always surprised when I have to get up to pee. But when you drink your water before you go to bed, do you not have to get up and pee in the middle of the night?
That's what smoking the bowl is for, because then that gives me time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To enjoy, like, whether I'm going through my social media or watching TV.
Yeah.
It'll give me time to pee out that last water that I had.
Oh, okay, good.
And then the one thing that I do, which is huge, is for cellular turnover, which I didn't know. You have to be asleep at least 4 hours.
Don't say before midnight.
No.
Okay, good.
Your circadian rhythm starts at about 11 p.m. So you want to start going to bed about 10. I know. For comics, that's like really bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You know what I mean? You want to get those gray hairs, that's on you.
Yeah.
Okay? But
I got
sorry, Sandro.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
No.
I should.
I had these since I've been 10.
I was going to say
since I
you
was
were
10
born
years
with
old.
gray hair.
I was born with gray hair.
Oh, cool.
Great chest
and
hair.
Mark
Okay,
too.
good.
Producer Mark also
Good.
has gray hair.
Oh, he doesn't have gray hair. He's got the whole Richard Gere thing going on.
Oh, it's the salt.
Yeah,
Oh, he
look at that.
he just
You
goes like this
do.
to show his
Oh.
hairline. Yeah.
The hairline that he has. Do you know that if you're really old, there's bald guys right now that would kick you for the hair,
I
for the head
know.
of hair you have? You know that. Yeah.
Good hair
see,
makes
he
up for a
knows.
multitude
Oh,
of ugly.
He knows. He knows.
Not that Mark is ugly. I'm just saying, like, as a man, like, if you have more hair, it's like your life is going to probably be a lot easier.
No, he's not. Yeah.
No, Mark is-
he's
no.
not ugly.
I
Not
just
at
didn't
all.
want him
No,
to be
he's
like, what
beautiful.
are you saying?
Yeah, no, he's a gorgeous man. No, but saying men that are older
Yeah,
usually don't have hair at this point.
Yeah.
So, but yes. So I think I don't know if I covered it all. Oh no, the 4 hours. The
Oh yeah, the 4 hours.
4
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to be asleep at least 4 hours, because if you wake up at any time between those 4 hours, your body is trying to repair every single organ in an order. Look it up. It'll tell you which organ repairs at what time.
Yeah.
And if you wake up, it has to start all over again.
Girl, I haven't slept 4 hours straight. And I don't know if it's been ever, honestly. Like, and then that's what we were talking about before you got here. Like, I have the worst insomnia, like, especially in the last month or so. I'm up every 2 hours.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
Something either like some kind of an imbalance.
And
you
yeah.
So you should go see my doctor, the Korean doctor,
Okay.
and he'll fix your sleep schedule.
Oh my God.
And he'll fix you, like, and he'll tell you why. He'll check. You just put out your hand, and he'll go like this.
Feel your pulse.
And he's tapping into your like chi energy.
Oh, whoa.
And he'll be like, oh, you're full of toxins. You have heavy metals, or you have this, and he'll give you like these different nutrition supplements. I forget what they're called. I think they're by Standard Process. It's a line that's been out for a long time.
Yeah.
But they're not expensive, and they completely heal you. They're natural. There's natural stuff in it. And it's great. But so you have to be asleep 4 hours. Now, the other thing, have you ever taped your mouth to go to sleep at night?
No. You told me that you have been doing that.
So that has been the number one thing that has changed me to be able to sleep 6 hours straight. I won't wake up.
Really?
I'm dead asleep.
What is it about? Is it breathing through your nose? Oh,
because
okay.
it's forcing you to breathe through your nose.
Oh.
So when you tape your mouth shut, you breathe through your nose, and when you sleep with your mouth open, there's a chance for you to go from you being so dry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's, you can't take anymore. So you have to wake up, you're
Right.
thirsty, then you realize, oh shit, I gotta pee, and then you go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when you just have your mouth open, you may not know it, that you're actually waking up, and you're not in a deep sleep the whole time because of your dry
I'm gonna try
throat.
it. I'm gonna try it tonight.
You won't die. I guarantee you, I have been doing it for the
you
past.
heard it here, folks.
Yeah, you
if
heard
I
it
don't show
here.
up for next episode,
You won't die.
it's because I went to sleep with fucking tape on my mouth.
Yeah. Don't sue me.
Put
right?
me in my
Like,
coffin that way too. I want tape in my mouth, an open casket.
Right? I'll feel so guilty.
I
Like,
know.
I swear I thought you were gonna die.
I want lots of crying. Yeah.
You're like, I should have known when I gave her a cookie.
Mark, thank you. Mark's wanted me to know that I'm not allowed to tape your nostrils as well.
Yes.
Just the
No.
mouth,
Just
or
the mouth
yeah.
only.
Just the mouth only. Just the mouth. We had some things because I saw you guys had cacao, right? And you had some blueberries, right? And all of these different things. I think these are great to know. Because I was looking at that mask, that facial mask, because you actually can mix some of these fruits and make yourself a nice little facial.
Yeah, for sure.
Helps,
just like macerate it and put it on your skin, right?
Yeah. Yep. Like for instance, I do not see it up here, but papaya seeds.
Yes,
you know,
papaya
papaya
seeds. For your
seeds.
skin.
I haven't found like a mask to do something with, but I have all the crap together right now in the fridge. If anyone knows what to do with it, please
crap.
send me an email.
Yeah.
All the crap from the inside. I also made a papaya juice. Papaya juice with lemon.
That sounds delicious.
And turmeric.
Turmeric is so good for you.
And I just have it in the fridge to just kind of down. So anti-inflammatory is the name of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So go ahead, go through them.
All right. So real quick before we wrap it up, we're out of time. It's we did cacao because it's got antioxidants. Anti-inflammatory, like what you're saying, is huge because it's like you're going to get blemishes, redness, inflammation, irritation, your texture of your skin. Blueberries. I forget what I think blueberries also have the antioxidant you were saying. Was it polyphenols?
Polyphenols, yes, they do.
So that helps your skin glow. Strawberries also. I got these from the internet, and honestly, I should have looked at it more. It doesn't have the exact antioxidant in each one, but it's astringent and it's antioxidant. Helps to protect your skin from UV. I did not know that. Walnuts have a lot of, and you were saying fats are really good. So they're loaded with antioxidants and vitamin B, which and those work together to fight free radical damage. Watermelon, you're going to get a ton of water and hydration because it's all basically water. And it's also really good in things that are anti-inflammatory, good for redness, irritation. And then the last one was something I'd never heard of before. It's Kakadu plum. It says it's very potent food for glowing skin. It's got vitamin C, vitamin E, makes your skin smooth. It's good for acne and skin infections. And so I'm going to actually try that one too. You could make like a mask out of that as well. It looks like
We got to find that
Kakadu plum. Yeah.
Kakadu.
Yeah.
I actually found my new favorite fruit
Uh-huh.
is called mangosteen. Have you ever
I
had one?
love those.
Wow.
Those are the craziest looking things you've ever seen.
Mangosteen.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think that, like, if you want to court me,
Uh-huh.
show up with a bag of mangosteens. I think that's like, if you don't need to say nothing else.
so
just like,
original,
hi,
too.
Tanya. And just like hand me either that or like show up with like a Thriller mob flash dance. Like,
my
other
God.
than that, I won't know.
I want that so bad. I want to make that happen for you. When's your birthday?
August 15th.
Damn it. All right. Well, I can start practicing
You have
now.
time. Girl, you got time.
All right.
Like, I'm
It's
working
just
on
going to
my...
be me and Sandro, but yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm working on my summer 2025 body right now.
Oh, hell
like,
yeah.
We're planning.
All right,
girl. We're
good.
planning.
All right.
But the Thriller flash mob, that's actually for when someone wants to propose to me. I'm hoping that they.
Oh,
will
okay.
plus-
So
you
I'm
know,
not
they're
going to be
taking
proposing
me
to
somewhere.
you, but yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh my God. Well, you heard it. So you guys write that down in case you're considering marrying Tanya.
Yeah.
This has been so informative and I really appreciate it. And I can always count on Tanya to bring way more than I asked for because honestly, you didn't know what I was going to talk about until the very last second. And then Tanya had this amazing story about her hyperpigmentation and how it went away. And so you just broke it all down and you touched on every topic that I was going to bring up during our talking, and so I really appreciate that. And you're such a great guest. And your guest is even a great guest.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. And look at her. She's got beautiful skin.
She's gorgeous.
She's
She's just gorgeous
amazing.
head to toe. Yeah.
You definitely have to bring her in as a guest.
Oh, absolutely.
And talk to her, and then you'll find out. I'll connect you guys together.
Okay.
And then you'll know more about her. Like, just so you know, she's like a producer badass. Like when I met her through an organization, Women of Color Unite, and we were part of this committee. Well, they were planning a gala to honor a lot of women in color or a lot of women in entertainment, right? It was like who was it?
All the women that we had.
It was like Thelma, Maxine Waters,
Oh my
Thelma. What was her name? The lady from.
Oh my gosh! And this is one of my friend's moms. I really should know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You
You can't hear?
It was but it was so amazing.
Oh, you can't hear her. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, we can't hear her.
Oh,
Anyways,
okay.
but yeah, but she was
Oh,
saying
yeah.
Maxine Waters and yeah.
But then I was going to do a comedy set during this gala, so I came in, and she was in charge of producing the whole event, and I came in, and she was like, all right, and I want you over here and this, and she was like, she had a clipboard, and she was like this, right, like this, right,
Good for
and this,
you.
right, and
Yeah.
and then the clipboard went up in the air, and then a Starbucks coffee landed on this other hand, and she was just like doing it, like I was like, wow,
That's the
She was
formula.
like,
Yeah, clipboard and coffee
She's
is
like,
how you. Yeah, it's-
she was like some
that's
kind of
the deal.
Marvel
Yeah.
superhero,
That's
like
hilarious.
right.
Oh my
Just
God,
but
I
yeah,
love it.
she's amazing. She's a badass.
All right. Well, we'll definitely have you back as well, Angelica. And it is Angelica, right?
Yeah,
I have such a bad time with. I have like not only do I have insomnia, I also have what do you call it when you lose your memory?
Insomnia.
Okay, perfect.
Dementia.
I forgot.
Dementia,
Sorry.
that's it, yeah.
Not to mention it.
Yeah,
Demen-
yeah,
not
don't
to
mention
mention
it.
it.
Yes.
By the way, can we have an honorable mention for your earrings?
Oh, my
The
pizza
fuck?
earrings. Yes, not good for the
The
skin, but
fuck?
yeah, I was hoping you'd notice.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, those are adorable.
Thank you very much.
Those are very cute.
Well, those might arrive in your mailbox for your birthday as well.
I love them. I'm gonna go rock a bed shakies.
I love you so- yeah, I think Shakey's closed down, but you can go somewhere else. But yeah.
Right.
All right.
Let's hear it go.
Thank you so much for coming. And obviously, we're going to have you back. So, that's it. So,
Yeah.
follow Tanya at
Tania Estrada 334 TANIAESTRADA 334. And then my cooking shows on YouTube, Tanya's Treats Cooking Show. Please add the channel, like and subscribe. And if you're a guy that watches it, don't watch it on your child's iPad. Okay, thanks.
Oh, yeah. All right, you heard it. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Peace.